All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, just sitting here drinking my morning coffee, getting sexy as hell as usual. And I don't know why my lighting does this, right? I don't know why my lighting does this. We'll see what we get for people in here. Though, let's get sound. This is very late. Yes, now I'm just now up almost 9 a.m. drinking my coffee. I'm out late celebrating New Year's, but of course, I always celebrate sober and responsibly. Well, Pepper, did you not see my fireworks reel? Right? Yeah, I had a great night. I spent the evening with really long-term friends. Right? Someone I go way back with. So hung out with some friends. I got invited to their New Year. Right? Hold on, gotta message something. All right. Sorry, my bro was sending me something. All right. No, had a good night, guys. Had a good night. No, it was all fun. Like I said, hung out with some long-term friends. How about you guys? Good New Year's? I'm going to do it back in Bicep Day here coming up. Once I get a little bit of coffee in me, get this coffee chat knocked out, we'll get that done. Yeah, I got plenty of sleep. All right? Get plenty of sleep. Sorry, my messenger's going to keep popping up in the middle of my stuff, which is why I'm up now, right? I've got about 8 hours or so. So, yeah, we do back end biceps. I think what I'm going to do on the training, like I've said, I may not try to do tons of sets on the back end bicep day, so I could do a separate bicep day without overtraining anything. So I might call it at 6 or 7 sets of biceps, but I'm going to do a lot of lat work, and then we'll do a full bicep day, I think on Saturday. Okay. What's your correct foot stance for glute bridges? They should be tucked. How are those two different things? Pepper, let me ask you a question. Why can't you do both? Why would I need a CPAP? I don't have sleep apnea anymore. I quit snoring when I dropped body weight down, right? I don't have sleep apnea at this body weight. But to answer your question, Pepper, your heels should be tucked under about as far as you can get them on glute bridges. But your toe position is going to be individual. Thoughts on tempo? You kind of saw what Jay Cutler, I saw a real company thing with him kind of discussing it with the mountain dog, John Meadows, before he passed. And even guys like him were like more or less suggested thinking about your tempo is not that important, just kind of lift the weight control. And I agree with that. I still disagree with this whole idea that really slowing tempo does anything useful for lifting, right? It does anything at all. I don't see the evidence. Now, does explosive ballistic training have a place for power output? Yes. But for hypertrophy, I don't think tempo is something people should really mess with. I honestly am of the opinion it's not that good to think about it. What's my weight now? I'm 214 right now, 214 pounds. Johnny, I'm not going to go into nonsense like that. I know people who say they know people who did. I've never seen it personally. But I'm going to assume that I do. I just don't know them that they specifically did it. How's that? I've heard it's a thing. Is 214 a good weight, I suppose? Yeah. Yeah, I think people think about tempo too much instead of just, can we just lift with a nice, steady rhythm and control? Either you're doing continual reps or you're doing some type of pause work from a dead stop or a dead I don't think we need to stand around worrying about tempo. Again, there's no evidence for it. Right? No evidence for it, and people can't say, well, this bodybuilder, because really plenty of Mr. Olympias did it, so you can't use the bodybuilder anecdote. In fact, I've seen how many multiple Mr. Olympia winners have said they didn't really care about it. So what do we have? We have evidence in the lab, and then we have anecdote. Well, the anecdote would suggest most of the best bodybuilders in the world didn't care about it a lot. They just cared about their mind-muscle connection. The evidence in the lab never shown, to my knowledge, significant benefits to care. Did you ever watch Ronnie Coleman train? Ronnie Coleman used mostly just cheat reps on everything, with just continual movement, right? Other than his things like deadlifts and stuff, really. I'm training for hypertrophy with jogging for 30 minutes 3 times a week, interrupt my quad growth. Yes, the first few weeks you start doing it, it will. Now, once you get adapted to it, it will not interfere anymore. Be good. Yeah, but if you don't run at all and you start jogging 30 minutes 3 times a week for the next 2 to 3 weeks, it'll interfere. I can't stand that fat grizzly guy. I don't understand anyone. Right, is into that. What do you mean, Barnes? I answered your first question, but I'm not going to answer the other one. How many steps you get in a week, Coach? I have no idea. Shane, why did you say incline bench is the best way to increase your flat? I didn't say it's the best way. I said it is an amazing accessory. And Shane, incline bench will carry over to your flat, first of all. Number two, I've gone into great detail about bar paths and different people's sticking points, and very, very specifically which part of the weak point of the movement the incline carries over to the most. Like, I've got extremely detailed videos explaining that. The incline bench, that transition point to where the bar shifts towards the face, and that's been studied in the lab a lot in competitive powerlifters. If you stick in that transition point and you get strong at the incline, it will raise your max bench considerably. Barnes, I don't think Freemasonry is a real topic. So why would I be afraid? Sorry, kidding. Got a little bit of stuff coming up. So I don't know what I would be afraid of Freemasonry. I'm not a conspiracy guy these days. So I know plenty of them. I have friends who are Freemasons. I don't particularly care about it. I don't think it's really a topic of interest. I have no interest in it. Enjoyed your content through the years. Thank you. You're welcome, Toby. No, I think DHEA is pretty useless. Hey, Jason, do you think the body can mimic body fat storing water in fat cells? No. What do you mean mimic? That doesn't make any sense. Or are you talking about whooshes and homeostasis, where you're storing subcutaneous water? I've seen dozens of UFOs, just like every human being on Earth has. It means a flying object that you couldn't identify, right? Sure. All sorts of birds and kites and lights and whatever that I was not sure what they were. Well, I have a six-pack if I cut from 220 to 180. I have no idea. Pepper Ozempic works primarily through making you eat less. They're not eating that many calories. Ozempic suppresses appetite. Problem is, and if they're eating a trash dumpster diet and they're eating a calorie deficit, it's going to cause a lot of muscle loss and other issues. So back to your question, piano. I mean, your stats aside, I don't know. You're going to have to just cut down and see where you are. Can you completely destroy fat cells? You're talking about, cell death. Yeah, of course. You can permanently kill all sorts of cells in your body through different mechanisms. But yes, in theory, not low-fat diet. If you get lean enough, in theory, you will eventually see some of the fat cells die off. And then if you get fat again, you will remultiply the fat cells again. So fat cells do that. The number does go up and down. We do know that from data over the years. Yep. Not that there's really significant practical knowledge to you in doing that, by the way. Meaning that's a biological factoid that is probably not going to affect your results to know. You've seen the baby don't hurt me memes. Matt, I have no context for that. Keep in mind my generation. So when you say that, I'm thinking of the head bobbing thing from the Saturday Night Live Night at the Roxbury. All right. What is a super lean weight for 5'10"? No, I can't do any of that because everything I put out has to be original content on all my platforms financially. Hey, Piano, I don't know where your muscle mass is. Like, you can throw out these numbers all day long with a super lean weight. Why don't you just get leaner and keep trying to gain muscle and find it? You know, once you go get a DEXA scan. I mean, without stats and knowing how much muscle you have on your frame, nobody can answer that question. So just start cutting leaner and see where you land. What is adipose tissue? No, Alexander, fat tissue does not store memories. Liam says, who in your opinion is the best powerlifter of all time and why? I don't know. Ed Cohen or John Hack, probably one of those two. Why? Because they were the best powerlifters of all time. Their totals versus their body weights and stuff. And just doing it through multiple classes, multiple federations, multiple weight classes, tested, untested, whatever. Kind of diet do you currently recommend? I don't have a specific recommendation. I recommend that no matter what approach you do, I joke and call what I do these days the steak, egg, and avocado type diet. But any diet that, okay, so here we go. There's my recommendations. My advice is to eat ridiculous amounts of protein, eat nearly zero junk food other than on cheat meals or cheat days, and make sure that your diet is entirely whole foods, right? Do you think flexible diet proponents are as irritating as carnies and vegans? No. I mean, they're irritating, but they do not have the cult-like insanity of the other two at this point. Matt, I have no context for that statement or what to say about that. I really don't, man. I really have no idea where you're going. I really don't care that some powerlifter friend of yours tore his pec punching some kid at the gym. Is there an upper limit to vegetable intake? Well, yeah, sure, your GI tract will have limits to where it will start to become physically painful. All right. Can you do a video on Ebby Avenue? That guy is just a complete fucking moron. And he just is. I'm sorry. The guy's a complete moron. He is going to hurt people with his horrifically bad, but fucking moronic diet advice. And yes, that is the term I want to use to describe Ebby Avenue's diet advice, but fucking moronic diet advice. I think that is an appropriate term for it. There we go, old Jason spitting fire. Because it is that fucking stupid. It's not just stupid. Okay, there's stupid, and then there is fucking stupid. There is, I can't figure out how this dumb motherfucker figures out how to tie his shoelaces in the morning, stupid. And anyone who listens to him is equally fucking stupid. Like that's all I can say about it. Good. That's Darwinism. Maybe they'll die and not pass on their stupid fucking idiot genes by following his diet advice. Because anyone who would listen to this stuff is beyond hope. That's how stupid the carnivore diet is and that sort of stuff. Like, I can't comprehend anyone who isn't borderline mentally handicapped even saying, hey, I want to try this. It sounds like a good idea. Like, you're just a fucking idiot if you hear that and say, hey, I want to try this. Or you're mentally ill. Damn, I feel good. I got that off my chest. I feel a lot better now. Do you guys feel better? You start making up names again like Jeff Nichols, Teddy 2 times, Booty Warrior, King of Booty. Well, I did. I called GVS. I called him Joffrey. Joffrey. We need more modern references. Eddie Avenue. Pepper says, Eugene Teo, a good influencer. I've never heard of this person, but their name is hard to say, so I don't like them already. Fuck them. All right. Coach, comment on Sam Hyde vid. All right, here's the point, Chris. You guys need to start linking me stuff in my Facebook or something, because you're just like comment on the who, the what, the. You guys got to help me out here. Here, let me link my Facebook. You guys can follow me there. Right? I don't know what you were talking about. You guys just throw random names and things. Could you comment on the whatever the? And it's like I have no context. So there's my Facebook. Send it to me in a DM. Follow me on Facebook, y'all. Yeah. All right. So I don't know what this is. Who is Sam Hyde? Why the name sounds familiar, but I don't remember who this person is, let alone the video. They made a video. Okay. You might want to be a little more specific. I'm trying, guys. There's too much going on out there for me too. I don't know who Hyde Park is. Hyde Park. See my face, like what? Okay, again, you're just giving random words that have no meaning. That's my point, Pepper. You typed Hyde Park. Okay, I know what the word park means. A park is like a place with trees and swings and stools. And Hyde is like a British name, I think. You kind of see where I'm going here. You're not helping me here, guys. Is this like a famous park? I don't fucking know. Phew. Been an OG viewer since the first Ice Cream Fitness 5x5. Keep up the good work. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Oh, well, Pepper, I've never been to Ireland, so I wouldn't know anything about it. All right. So what relevance does any of this have to my fitness stuff? Did you see where I'm going here, guys? Is there a point in taking diet breaks when losing weight? I feel like I could cut for another 6 months. Diet breaks are for psychological purposes. Ugh. Coochie is very relevant to fitness. I don't know which age group has. I don't think it works that way. I mean, good coochie is good coochie. I mean, Pepper, we can, but you guys, all right, Pepper, you're throwing random ass shit in here that I don't. You see what I'm saying, dude? I mean, we can talk about non-fitness stuff, but it can't be random shit that I've never heard of and don't care about. You know what I mean? You can't. You're throwing random words out that have no meaning to me, as if I'm supposed to talk about something, a park that I've never heard of, and that it's supposed to spark a relevant conversation. All right. Chris says, I've always enjoyed your current events, coach. But keep in mind, Pepper, we're trying to keep this a fitness-related channel. Like, I want to talk about the other stuff going on in fitness, and that's what I thought we were talking about. And you throw some random ass shit out there that is nothing. You know, you see what I mean? You're fucking with my flow. All right. Has Bagpuss ever been on the cut? No, Bagpuss is a stuffed animal. He doesn't actually have a metabolism. So he's never been on a cut. Is it possible to last in bed for 30 minutes? Yes. All right, Pepper. Damn. Oh my God. Bless your little heart. Hey, Pepper, you are aware of the technology when I was in my 20s, right? Sorry. So I have videos of me training in my 20s. Yeah, dude, I had a news production crew following me around all the time. You do know these, okay. You are aware this is a very modern piece of technology, right? God, man. That's okay. It's a generation gap. You guys don't know, and that's okay. Wow. We didn't have like little small portable cameras like that during that time period. This is a modern thing. For training maxes, do you recommend pushing for 1 to 3 reps every week, or can we just come in and do a single and test 3 to 4 reps from time to time? Yes, you can do either one. Again, depends on what you're trying to do. But 3 to 4 reps is not really a training max. Okay, Pepper, professional footage. You do understand the difference, right? There was professional footage from that era. It wasn't, we didn't all own little small cameras like that you carried around and then kept digital. I mean, yes, people had cameras, but it wasn't digital. we had, cassette tapes, like big things you could record footage on. But the actual storage device was like a tape, right? Like a VCR type tape, bigger than your cell phone. Okay. All of this is very modern technology. All right. Will I get loose skin cutting from 220 to 180 at 5'10"? You might, but it shouldn't be significant. That's not that much weight. I have loose skin, but I lost like 150 pounds. All right. Jason Greg Kodaks was mad. No, Greg Kodaks wasn't mad. You guys, come on. All right, guys. We're 26 minutes in. I got to go smash a workout. I'm now awake. Right? I'm now awake. Time to wind this down. Hope it's been informative. Happy New Year to everyone. And I will talk to you next time.